to start off at the back of our mats with our feet hip width apart, parallel with one another so the toes are not pointing out to the side. Softening the knees and softening the hips. We're going to lengthen through the spine, almost like there's a string on the crown of the head that's pulling you upward. Dropping the shoulders into the pockets at the back. Allow the hands to just rest beside the seams of the pants and the chin level. It's within this position that we're going to start off focusing on our breathing. It's a parallel breath. Inhaling through the nose, allow the ribcage to expand. And on the exhale, you want to compact that ribcage area, tucking the navel and strengthening from the groin muscles all the way up to the sternum. We'll start off just stretching those arms up to the sky. As we inhale, turn the palms of the hands out to the side and then reach up to the sky, looking straight up toward those hands. On the exhale, slowly draw the arms down. And inhale. And exhale. On the next exhale, we're going to drop the chin and then roll through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, allow the arms to follow the ears. As we get to the very bottom of that fold, allow the head to hang heavy and the arms, they're hanging nice and loose. You can lightly sway those arms forward and back. Just a couple of breaths, allowing those arms to swing. Let's roll through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, back to a standing position. Dropping the shoulders into the pockets at the back, roll the shoulders, nice big circular motion. Making sure to shrug the shoulders up, draw the shoulder blades together, and then depressing the shoulders, and then drawing the shoulders forward. Those four movements eventually become a circular motion. Let's take those arms out to the side, bring the palms of the hands together. On the inhale, draw those arms out and to the back, pointing the fingertips back as far as you can. Exhale, bring the palms together, separating through the shoulder blades. And inhale as we open. And exhale, close. Dropping those arms down at the front, let's roll the shoulder blades, nice big circular motions forward. Taking those arms out to the side and drawing those arms into a box shape. We want to maintain that box shape as we rotate through the torso. Every exhale, turning to the side, make sure the hips are facing forward. And inhale, back into that central position. Exhale, twist. Inhale, central. One more time to each side. Great job. From there, we're going to draw those arms out, palms facing up, reach to the sky. Let's drop the chin, roll through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, all the way down toward the mat. We want to walk those hands lightly out on the mat until you're in a high planking position. From there, we can gently lower the knees down to the ground. Let's extend that right leg out to the back, making sure that foot's level, toes are pointing down. We want to activate the tibialis, anterior and posterior muscles by just activating the muscles along the shin bone, to the side of that shin bone, drawing that heel toward you, and then slowly extend. On the exhale, draw the heel toward you, and inhale, extend. Making sure that you're tucking the navel, activating the core. The elbows aren't locked, they like to soften, but the arms are straight. going to swap to the opposite leg, extending that left leg, drawing back through the heel, activating those shin bone muscles. We're going to draw the heel toward us, keeping that knee hip height. Inhale, extend, exhale, pull. Just work with your breath, non-rushed. One more. Great job. From there, we're going to lower that knee back down to the mat. You want to walk those hands forward to the very front of the mat and lower the elbows down to the ground. Making sure the elbows stay under the shoulders, lower the hips until you're in a half planking position. Just hold for 6 breaths. Make sure the navel's tucked and the core strong from the shoulders to the knees, a relative straight line. Palms facing down. Just drop those hips, look straight out toward the front. And then slowly lower the chest. From there, we're going to extend those arms. And we want to make sure that we're lifting the right leg away from the ground. And we're lifting that left arm away from the ground. It's more of an extension through the limbs than it is a lift. Inhale, lower. And exhale, left leg, right arm. And slowly back down. And keep alternating from one leg to the other. Always using the opposite arm to the leg that's raising. Also want to make sure that we're tucking the navel and we are strengthening the core all the way from the groin muscles to the sternum with every lift. And then going for our cobra push-ups, we're going to place the palms of the hands beside the chest. Keep those elbows tucked in and push the chest away from the mat, just as high as you feel you can manage, looking straight out to the front. Inhale, lower. And exhale, push away. Inhale, lower. And exhale, pushing away. Great job. From there, we want to draw those hips away from the ground, placing the hands directly underneath the shoulders once again. We want to tuck the toes lightly, draw the knees to about heel height, and hold. Keeping the navel tucked, the core strong, those elbows lightly soften. If you want to, with every inhale, you can add a movement, gently lowering the knees just before they touch the mat. Draw back through the heels, lifting the knees away. Let's just do one more of these. From there, we want to draw those hips up to the sky into a pyramid shape. And then lightly walking those hands to the back of the mat. You can soften the knees as much as you need to get to the back. Making sure the feet are still hip width apart. We're going to take those arms into a box shape. Draw the elbows forward, draw the hips back into a squatting position. The knees are behind the toes, the back is flat. We're going to slowly draw up through the crown of the head, standing. Inhale as you draw those hips back, elbows forward. And exhale, back to standing. We want to make sure that we control this movement with a forward, backward pull. So the elbows are drawing forward, the hips are drawing back. And as going to standing, we're drawing up through the crown of the head. One more. Take those arms out to the side, palms facing up. And drawing those palms together, we're going to lift up onto the toes, drawing up through those index fingers. On the inhale, slowly draw the heels down. And exhale, drawing up through those index fingers. That upward pull never goes away. We draw down against that upward pull. And then we draw up against the downward pull. Great job. From there, we're going to drop the heels, drop the chin, and roll through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Let's walk those hands out to the mat. Once we're in that high planking position, we can lower the knees, placing the hands directly underneath the shoulders. Let's extend that right leg out at the back, and the left arm out at the front. From this position, we want to make sure that there's a forward pull and a backward pull present. Navel's tucked, core strong. Inhale as you lower. Just before you touch the ground, exhale, lift. Remember that lifting motion is through an extension rather than an actual upward motion. Let's swap to the other side, extending that left leg and right arm. Make sure that there's a pull present. Inhale as we pull toward the ground. Exhale, pulling out to the front and the back. Great job. From there, we want to take those hands forward to the very front of our mats. We're going to slowly lower the hips and lower the elbows to the ground, making sure the elbows are directly underneath the shoulders. We want to tuck the toes and lift the knees. Holding a full plank, the navel's tucked, core strong, drawing forward through the crown of the head and back through the heels. 4 more breaths. Let's lower the knees, lower the hips, and from there we can lower the chest. Placing the palms of the hands on the mat beside you. We're going to draw both legs away from the mat simultaneously, pressing the palms into the ground. We want to make sure the legs are straight. We're not bending those knees. Keep the legs straight for now. Looking straight down toward the ground. And we want to make sure that we're activating the tibialis anterior muscles so that we've got the toes pointing to the ground. We're drawing back through the heels. You're going to give me 2 kicks with the right heel and then 2 kicks with the left heel. Great job. From there we can lower those legs back down. Placing the palms of the hands beside the chest, we want to make sure that we tuck the navel, lift those hips away from the ground, and then slowly push the chest away from the ground as well. Inhaling as we lower the chest, elbows go out to the side at an angle. Just before the chest touches, push away. You can add a sliding motion to this by pushing forward through the palms, drawing the hips toward the heels, and then sliding back into that push-up. And if you wanted to, you could always go into a full or high planking position and then lower the chest from there to progress it into a full push-up. Regardless of the variation you've chosen, we just want to do 2 more repetitions. Great job. Now from there we want to make sure that the knees are about heel height, the hands are directly underneath the shoulders. This time we want to extend that right leg out at the back, and then from there just give me 6 short up and downward motions, nice and quick. And swap to the opposite leg. And from there we're going to walk those hands to the back. Making sure the feet are hip width apart. Taking those arms into a box shape as we draw the elbows forward, the hips back. Let's go to standing, taking those arms out to the side, palms up. Lock the hands together and lift up onto the toes. Drawing the heels to the ground, the arms forward, hips back into that squat. And exhale back to standing and up onto the toes. From there we can draw the heels down, drop the chin, roll through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Let's walk the hands out to the mat, a nice quick round. As we lower the knees to the ground, place the hands directly underneath the shoulders, extend that right leg, left arm, and then 6 quick up and downward motions. And swap to the other side. Great job. Alright, from there taking the palms of the hands forward, we're going to lower the elbows. Preferably going into a full planking position from here. Take the right foot away from the ground, rotating through the hip, draw that knee toward the arm and back. Now if you feel that this is a bit too advanced, you can focus on just holding the plank instead. Great job. From there we can lower the knees, lower the hips, lower the chest. Taking those arms to the front. We're going to lift both arms in simultaneously, reaching, and then a quick chopping motion. Make sure to chop through the hips and the shoulders, keeping the arms straight, the legs straight. Great job. From there we're going to place the palms of the hands beside the chest. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, lift the hips, and push the chest away. This time to challenge you a little bit further, we can add a mountain climb to the push-up, lowering the chest. You can just lift the foot, turn the foot to the side, and knee to the elbow, and push away. Let's do the opposite side. 2 more times on each side. Great job. Let's lower the knees, Place the hands directly underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift those knees away from the ground, and from there, we're going to walk the hands all the way to the back of the mat. Feet hip width apart, take those arms into a box shape, elbows rolling forward, hips rolling back, keeping a short up and down motion, light balance. Take those arms out to the side, palms drawing together, draw up through those fingertips, lifting the heels away from the ground, and hold that position. From there we can slowly draw the heels down, drop the chin, roll through the spine vertebra by vertebra, placing those elbows into the palms of the hands, head hanging between the arms, lightly sway from side to side. Let's walk those hands out on the mat. From the high planking position, lower the chest toward the mat. Resting the forward and the left forearm. We'll place that right hand on the inside of the right foot. And just relax within that quad stretch. Swap to the other leg. Placing the palms beside the chest, push the chest away from the mat, look straight up to the sky. Drawing the hips over the heels. Keep those arms extended and allow the chest to sink toward the thighs. And we'll finish off in this resting pose. There's also the option to tuck the arms beside the legs and allow the shoulders to sink to the mat with the shoulder blades just relaxing, separating. Starting off laying on our side, we want to make sure the hips are stacked, the shoulders are stacked. You can rest the hand on the mat in front of you, just make sure you're not leaning into it too much. The head is resting on the arm. I find this to be the more comfortable position. Extending that top leg, and you'll see my bottom leg is lightly bent, gives me better support. We want to keep the foot level and then slowly draw that leg up to the sky, and then on the inhale, slowly down. It's a linear motion, keeping it a straight line as we exhale up and inhale down. We just want to keep focusing on working with our breathing. Try to avoid turning the toes to the sky, so we're not turning the foot up, keeping that foot level. We want to make sure that we're tucking the navel, activating the groin muscles, activating the core. Just 2 more. Now working from the top, we want to circle that leg to the bottom. Nice smooth movement, going straight up and circle to the bottom. Alright, and then from the bottom, we want to kick the leg forward and circle to the top. Every inhale, we lower the leg. Every exhale, circle that leg to the top. Great job. Let's place that foot in front of the thigh. You can hold onto that ankle with the hand, extending that bottom leg. We want to exhale as we lift that leg away from the ground, and then inhale, slowly lower. Again, keeping that foot level, shoulders and hips stacked. Two more. Great job. From there, we want to release that leg. We're going to place the elbow directly underneath the shoulder, hand on the hip, keep the navel tucked and the core strong, lifting those hips away from the ground. If you want to advance this, you can extend the top leg, extending the arm up and over the head and hold. You can also add a movement if you'd like, kicking that leg forward, touching the toes, and then inhale, open up. Exhale, kick that leg forward, touch the toes, and inhale, open up. Great job. From there, we're going to place the hands on the hips, lower those hips to the ground, and swing the legs to the other side. Alright, we want to start off once again with the head on top of the arm. Placing the hand in front of you, shoulders and hips are stacked. That bottom knee stays bent as the top leg extends. Keeping that foot level, we're going to exhale up and inhale down. One more. And then from the top, we circle that leg to the bottom. Exhale up. Inhale, circle to the bottom. And from the bottom, we circle to the top, kicking forward first and circling through those glutes and the hips. Great job. Let's place that foot in front of the thigh. You can hold onto the ankle with the hand. Make sure the shoulders and hips stay stacked. That bottom leg extends. From there, we can lift that leg away from the ground. Inhale, slowly lower, and exhale, lift. Two more. Great job. From there, we want to stack those legs on top of one another. The knees are lightly bent, hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked, elbow directly underneath the shoulder. We're going to place the hand on top of the hip, tuck the navel, strengthen the core, and lift the hips away from the ground. From the shoulders to the knees, you're looking for a straight line. Extending that top leg if you feel you're able to. You can also extend that arm up and over the head. Now all we need to do is focus on a hold and focus on our breathing. Adding movement is optional, but if you are going to add movement, you want to do a forward kick, touching the toes if you can, and back out again. Great job. All right, let's lower those hips back down. All right, now just very quickly switching sides again. We're going to do a slightly more advanced variation of what we just did. This goes quite quickly. We want to focus on quicker movements, but just remember to focus on your breathing as well. Tucking the navel, lift the hips away from the ground. We want to find that side plank once again. Extend the top leg, and then give me 10 forward circles, nice and small. And then 10 back circles. Great job. From there we can lower the hips and swing them to the other side. Hand on the hip, tuck the navel, strengthen the core. We want to lift into that side planking position, extending that top leg, keep that foot level, and 10 forward circles. And 10 back circles. Great job, and let's lower. We want to make sure that we stretch those hips effectively. So what I'm going to recommend is that we draw the right leg or that heel from a seated position toward us. We want to try and keep as flat the back as we possibly can. You can also place that foot over the top of that thigh, again keeping the heel tucked and hugging the leg. If you want to add a twist, place your hand behind your back and then take that left arm over the knee and level the shoulders. This is as far as we're going to take this stretch today, keeping it in those hips. In one of my later yoga videos, I will take this to a more advanced stretch. For now, the shoulders level with that leg drawing toward you is our focus. Let's swap to the other side, drawing the left heel toward you, back flat. We're going to take that foot over the thigh. Make sure to tuck that heel in nice and deep. Hug the leg for now, toes pointing up. This is already quite an effective stretch, but if you want to add to that stretch, place the left hand behind, right arm goes over that left knee, and we level the shoulders, just holding that position. Just want to make sure that you do about 6 breaths on each side. Alright, from there we shake out those knees and just a quick stretch for the adductors. We want to draw those heels in, just as deep as you feel comfortable, and then lightly with your elbows pushing down on those thighs, keeping a flat back position, drawing up through the crown of the head. Holding this one for about 6 breaths as well. And from there we can slowly draw those legs together. Alright, starting from our backs, we want to make sure that the feet are hip-width apart. The heels are about a hand distance away from the glutes. And we want to relax the shoulders on the mat, palms of the hands facing down, but you can rest the arms however you feel comfortable for now. Tucking the shoulder blades underneath the body, also recommended. We want to start off just focusing on our breathing. With every inhale, allow the spine to go into a neutral shape. With every exhale, tuck the neck and imprint the spine onto the mat. Inhaling through the nose, it's a non-rush breath. Inhaling for 3 to 4 seconds, allowing that ribcage to expand into that neutral spine, that light curvature in the back. And then with every exhale through the mouth, we want to tuck the navel and imprint the spine onto the mat. Let's take the arms out to the side, palms facing down, taking the legs to a tabletop position. The knees are hip width apart, the ankles hip width apart. That's about a fist distance. And we're going to start the light rocking motion from side to side. On every inhale, we want to take the legs over to the side. And every exhale, back to tabletop as you imprint the spine. And then inhale to the opposite side. And exhale, tuck the navel, imprint the spine. And we're going to keep rocking from side to side, taking the legs a little bit further each time until you feel comfortable with the depth that you're moving. Remember, breathing is the focus. So a couple more breaths, rocking the legs from side to side. You want to keep the heels knee height, those knees and ankles fist distance apart throughout the entire movement. Great job. And from there we want to take the legs back to tabletop. Palms of the hands on the mat beside you at this point. We want to point the toes out at the bottom and then inhale, tap the right foot to the ground. And exhale, back to tabletop. Inhale, tap the left foot. It's a neutral spine on that tapping motion. Exhale, back to tabletop, imprinting the spine on that tabletop motion. And just keep alternating from one leg to the other. You want to make sure the movement is through the hips, so that knee stays at a 90-degree angle. Great job. And from there we want to draw the toes toward us as we start tapping the heels to the ground. One heel at a time, keeping that 90-degree angle within those legs throughout that motion. Remember, every tap, neutral spine. Every tabletop, tuck the navel, imprint the spine. Just give me one more tap on each leg. Great job. From there we can take the feet back down to the ground. The heels once again a hand distance away from the glutes, feet hip width apart. Locking the hands behind the head and the elbows wide. We want to draw the shoulders away from the ground into that chest lift. From there we want to hold that position on the inhale. On the exhale, slowly lower the shoulders down. Holding at the bottom on the inhale. And then exhale, draw the shoulders away. On every inhale, we want to hold our position. Every exhale, we want to travel to the next position. Just flowing through this at your own breathing pace. to keep the elbows wide. The hands are cradling the head, supporting the neck, but we're not pulling with those arms. Alright, on that next one, we want to lift the shoulders away, hold it there, take the right leg to tabletop, place your right hand over the shin, just below the knee, that left hand is going to go on top. Actually, no, swap that, sorry. Right hand on top, left hand at the bottom. We're going to extend that left leg, and from there we want to alternate. So the right hand goes at the bottom, left hand on top. And we're going to keep alternating from one side to the other. The shoulders are off the mat, then they're well off the mat. Even though shoulder blades are not touching at this point. Keep the eyes locked in the roof. And every time we swap to the leg, we want to pull down on that leg like you're spiking that femur into the mat. And keep alternating. And keep the eyes locked in the roof. Shoulders and shoulder blades are off the mat. You want to feel those abdominals burning at this point. Just working at your own pace. Great job. Let's draw both thighs toward the chest and then rocking back onto the shoulders and then starting a forward backward rocking motion. We want to stop just before the feet touch the ground. Inhale back and exhale. Stop just before the feet touch the ground. From there we can also add an extension to the legs. We can add an extension to the arms as well. Trying to find a flat back position. Alright, let's start a side to side motion. As we extend the legs, take the hands from the left, a boomerang shape over the legs, and then back again. And then next time from the right, a boomerang shape over those legs and back. Alright, now holding that position, we want to go boomerang shape, side to side, and you can speed that up as fast as you feel you can manage. Great job. From there we can go to seated, flat back position. The feet hip width apart, toes pointing straight up to the sky. Crown of the head drawn up to the sky as well. Palms of the hands are facing toward each other, hands shoulder height. We want to keep those hands shoulder height as we drop the chin. Roll through the spine vertebra by vertebra, reaching as far forward as you can. On the inhale, roll the spine back to a flat back position. Exhale, drop the chin, roll through the spine as far forward as you can. And exhale, rolling through the spine, back to flat back. Great job. Let's take the arms out to the side, take the feet a little wider. I'm going to take that right hand forward, left hand back, and then I want you to reach at the end of the movement. Try to avoid pushing the toes forward, keep the feet flat, toes pointing up. And then level, exhale, twisting the opposite direction, reach at the end of that movement, and inhale, flat back, level, exhale, twist, and reach. That's it, just keep alternating from one side to the other. Let's add a fold. As we reach with that hand to the front and the other hand to the back, that back hand stays shoulder height as we reach the front hand toward the toes. And then release. On the exhale, we twist and reach. On the inhale, release, level. One more time to each side. Great job. From there, palms of the hands on those mats behind you. We're going to shuffle forward, laying down onto the elbows, and take those legs into a tabletop position and hold, just for 3 breaths. Keep the navel tucked, core strong. Inhaling into that rib cage. Let's take the legs halfway forward and hold. Let's go all the way forward. And taking one leg over the top of the other, we're going to do a crisscross motion. And you can speed that movement up as fast as you feel you can manage. You can change the height and the angle of that movement as well if you'd like to. Try and keep the legs straight though. Great job. Let's take the legs halfway back and hold. Take the legs all the way back to tabletop. Roll the spine onto the mat, but keep the shoulders and the shoulder blades off the mat. Lock those hands behind the head. From there, we want to rotate through the torso, turning your glances past the left leg, and then turn your glances past the right leg. And keep alternating from side to side. If you feel keeping those legs tabletop just isn't possible anymore, you can lower the feet to the ground, focusing on that same movement. Work with your breathing, we're almost there. Now there's a progression that can be added as well. We can add a leg extension to that crossover motion. So we want to draw the knee toward the elbow and then alternate to the other side. Keep the elbows wide, focusing on rotating through the torso. And you can speed this up as fast as you feel you can manage. Give me 15 more seconds. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Let's release. Placing the left foot in the center of the mat. Take the right foot to the outside of that left thigh. Arms out to the side. And then roll the legs over to the left as you look over to the right. And just relax in that position. Allow the body weight to just be heavy. Allow yourself to weigh into that mat. Let's swap the legs. placing the right foot down onto the mat, the left foot on the outside of that right thigh, the knee to chest center, those arms out to the side. Let's roll those legs over to the right and look over to the left. Just relaxing in that position. Allow the legs to weigh to the ground, the shoulders remain grounded. Relax the neck. Focus on a light breath. Great job. From there we can release, coming back up to center once again. We want to draw both knees toward the chest. And it's giving me a light circular motion. We just want to do 3 circles in both directions, starting with a clockwise roll, and then a counterclockwise roll. Just allow the hips and legs to relax using the arms. And lower the feet back down to the ground. Hip width apart, parallel with one another, so they're not turning out to the side. Soften the knees, soften the hips, and then lengthen through the spine to the crown of the head. From there, we want to take the arms out to the side, palms of the hands facing forward, and you want to feel like the strings on the fingers pulling those arms out to the side. We're going to lightly shift the weight into that left leg and bring that right knee up toward hip height. We're going to do 3 extensions. As we exhale, we want to extend that leg forward, straight to the toe, and we draw the heel back. Every exhale, we extend, and we inhale, we draw that leg back to 90 degrees. Exhale, extend, and inhale back. Let's swap over to the opposite leg, shifting away to that right leg, bring the left knee up toward hip height. From there, we're going to extend that leg, and then inhale, bring it back. One more. Great job. From there, we're going to draw those arms down, reach up to the sky, and then rolling through the spine as we vertebra by vertebra as we go into that fold. We're going to walk those hands out on the mat. From there, we want to take those hands forward so we can lower the elbows down onto the mat. And just holding that plank for a couple of breaths. Press the palms of the hands flat and push the elbows away from the ground. And walk the feet to the front of the mat. From there, we want to keep the hands making contact with the ground. You can go fingertips if you need to. Take the right foot to the back. We're going to stay on the toes, back leg straight. Take those arms into a box shape, keeping it about shoulder height. And then extend through that front leg. And bend through the front leg. Remember that back leg stays straight. We've got a light forward knee so we can keep a flat back position. We want to do 3 more. Great job. From there, taking the hands back down to the mat, take a big step forward and swap to the other leg. Taking those arms into that box shape, elbows, shoulder height, keeping the back leg straight, straighten the front leg. It's a forward, backwards sliding motion. Every inhale, slide forward. Every exhale, slide back. One more. Great job. From there, we're going to bring those hands down to the mat and take a big step forward. And then walk the feet to the very back of the mat. This time staying in a high planking position, draw the heels back, draw forward through the crown of the head and a hold. Great job. And then walking the hands to the very back of the mat. Keeping the feet hip width apart, no wider, we're going to roll through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. That standing position. Let's take the arms into a box shape this time, taking those elbows shoulder height, shift your weight into the left leg,
Draw that right knee, hip height. And then from there, draw the knee outside of the frame of that box and back in. We want to make sure that we're not rotating the hips are still facing forward. Just one more of those. Great job in lowering that leg back down, shifting the weight into the right foot, then we're going to lift that left knee to the height. Draw the knee outside of that frame of that box, back in. Great job, and slowly back down. Take those arms out to the side, arms up and reach. Dropping the chin, roll through the spine, vertebra, vertebra. And just walk those hands out to the mat. We're going to take those hands forward and lower the elbows down toward the mat. This time we want to lift one foot away from the ground and hold. Let's swap to the opposite leg. Keep the navel tucked, core strong. And slowly back down. Pushing the palms of the hands into the mat. Lift the elbows away from the ground. And walk your feet to the very front of the mat. Keeping those hands grounded, we're going to take the left foot to the back. We're going to bend that front knee so we're in that lunging position, taking the arms into a box shape. This time keeping the front knee bent. If you want to, you can rest the hands on top of the thigh. You're going to draw that knee down toward the ground at the back just before it touches, straighten the back leg. But make sure to keep that front knee bent. We just want two more of those. Great job taking the hands to the mat, take a big step forward and swap to the other side. Right leg back. We're going to keep that front knee bent, take the arms into a box shape or place the hands on the thigh and then lower the knee toward the mat just before it touches. We lift away again. One more. Great job. Let's take the hands to the mat and take a big step forward. From there we're going to walk the feet to the very back of the mat. This time taking the hands to the very front corners of the mat and the feet to the very back corners of the mat. You want to hold that position. And let's walk the hands to the very back of the mat. Finding a hip width stance within the feet, you're going to roll through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, back to standing. Draw those arms out to the side. Take that right knee to hip height. And from there we're going to give one kick forward. Bring that knee out toward the arm and back in. And then take it out to the side one more time. And extend that leg. Grab the toes. Straightening through the leg, bring it back to the center and lower. Alright, let's do the other side. Shift your weight into the right foot. Going to bring that left knee to hip height. Give one kick. And then draw the knee out to the side and back to center. And on that second one to the side, we want to extend that leg, grab the toes, straighten, and control it to the center. And release. Great job. Let's draw the arms to the sky. Drop the chin, roll through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Let's walk those hands out to the mat. Taking those hands forward, lower the elbows to the ground. And lifting the right foot away from the ground, we want to rotate through the hip, take the knee toward the arm and back, and alternate to the opposite side. Going from right to left, and then back to right again. We just want two more of those. Great job. Pressing the palms into the mat with the elbows away from the mat and walk the feet to the very front of the mat. Keeping those hands making contact with that mat. We're going to take the right foot to the back, left foot to the back. keeping the right foot at the front. We're going to bend both knees and take those arms into a box shape. From there we want to straighten both legs, sliding into a double knee bend and a double leg extension. Last one. And back into that fold. Stepping forward, we're going to swap to the opposite side. Double knee bend to start. Take those arms into a box shape and straighten both legs. And fold. Take a nice big step forward. And from there we're going to roll through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Let's inhale as we draw those arms to the sky. On the exhale, lower. We're going to lift that left heel up at the back, grab the ankle, and then lightly draw the knee back, keeping the palm of the opposite hand facing forward. Try and keep the chest upright as you draw the knee a little higher at the back. And swap. Drawing that right foot up the back, we're going to turn the hand to the side and place it on the inside of the foot as you draw that knee in. Level the shoulders and slowly draw that knee back, keeping that chest upright. Great job. From there we can release. Taking the feet wide, heels are on the mat, toes are turned off. We're going to draw those arms up to the sky. Folding through the hips, lock the fingers together, push the palms away from you, and then draw those hands as high as you can. And slowly release as we unfold, taking the feet even wider, completely off the mat this time. We're going to draw those arms up to the sky, folding forward, palms of the hands onto the ground or onto the mat. You can take the hands further forward and draw the elbows down if you're able to. From there we want to walk those hands over to the right hand side as we turn the toes out to the side, keeping both legs straight. Take the forehead toward the knee. And let's go over to the opposite side. Turning the foot out to the side, both legs straight, draw the forehead to the knee. Back in again. From there we're going to bring the palms of the hands together, draw the arms up beside the ears, and unfold through the hips. Swinging those arms to the bottom. Let's small steps back into the center and folding down one more time. We're going to roll through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, and let's roll slowly back up again. Take the arms to the sky and exhale.